250 calories you can cut from your food, and 250 calories you should be burning by exercising. So ultimately, there is a deficit of 500 calories. And if you create a deficit, yeah, if you create a deficit of five, there is some disturbance, I think. Yeah, so if you create a deficit of 500 calories every day for a week, then it adds up to 3,500 calories deficit in a week. And 3,500 calorie deficit is equivalent to half kg of weight loss. So you need to create 3,500 calorie deficit to be able to lose half a kg of weight. Just imagine. So you will think twice before you're having something with high calories, right? Because you need to burn it to be able to maintain it. So coming to that, let's see some of the typical canteen food and all the college favorites and how you can burn it off. I just wanted to put this slide because I wanted to see how I wanted you all to see how difficult it is to burn off the calories you are eating in 5 minutes. So a potato samosa is 270 to 300 calories, and you can choose how you burn it off. You can either squat 525 times, or do 655 push-ups, or run at 9 kilometers per hour for 22 minutes. Choose what you want. Pizza slice, if it is a regular thick crust, it is 272 calories. So you need to do 544 squats or 680 push-ups or a 22-minute run. A cutting chai is 90 calories, mind you, and you need to squat 180 times, do 225 push-ups and run for 7 minutes. So have this list with you and think twice before you have anything high calorie. So what is an ideal plate? So this is always a question which I get, like, you get a lot of signals as to eat this is good, eat that is good. So ultimately, when it comes to actually putting all the advice you hear all over into practice, when you actually want to design your meal, people struggle because they don't know what is the healthy ideal plate. There's no one healthy ideal plate which I can tell you, because different people have different requirements. For an athlete, you need to have enough carbs, because that is the power there. But the same cannot hold for somebody else, right? If somebody is doing weight workout, then you need to concentrate on the proteins, what they are having. Are they having good proteins? For a person who's standing the whole day, the work demands standing or walking a lot in a day, so the carbs will be high for them because they are dipping into their aerobic system to get energy. So you need to plan a meal where the carbs are more. So it is person to person, definitely, but I can give you a general look of how a plate should look for a normal person. This is given by the Harvard Medical School. This is the recommendation by them. See, the vegetables occupy more than quarter of your plate. The grains is quarter of a plate. The protein is quarter of a plate. The proteins again can be a vegetarian protein, or it can be a animal protein. If it is a vegetable protein, then you need to choose good quality vegetarian proteins. Because it helps in, in ways you won't even imagine. It's gut health is being given as a reason for poor mental health, depression. So, they are looking at giving microbes, probiotics for depression treatment. Can you imagine? Then the normalization of blood pressure, weight loss, digestive health, of course, strengthening of the immune system, reducing cholesterol levels, healthy skin and hair. You want all these, right? All these health benefits, right? So that is all coming from the gut health. Serotonin, the feel good hormone, is 80% of it is manufactured in the gut. Did you know that? So you need to take care of your gut for your complete well-being. And what are the gut health disruptors? Gut health disruptors are high fatty foods, processed foods from the packets, all the junk. All the junk goes and disrupts the gut health. Sleep, last but not the least. As a college student, the first thing that gets affected is the sleep patterns. They are not able to maintain a sleep routine for themselves. They chat through the night, they have video calls with friends, or they have some submissions. So the first thing that gets affected is their sleep timing and the amount of time they sleep. But what that affects? It affects your immune system, how you feel, your mood, the how you're going to process the information is also affected. So what's the point putting in late nights when your brain's capability of processing it is reduced just because your sleep time is reduced? So coming to the end of the presentation, I would say the key takeaways or things you should note it down and make it a point to practice from today. Inculcate some habits so that you can incorporate a few of these things or all of them for your good. So try, as I said, be a conscious eater. What is being a conscious eater is just don't be blind about what you're eating. Like if you feel like that is a nice tasty thing, just don't put it in your mouth. Look at the packet, read the label, see what it says. Ultimately, you're putting it in your body, so you need to know what it is. Make informed food choices. Learn to make a few quick and healthy dishes. The youngsters of today think it's not cool, to cook. So it's available, it's on call, right? You can always ask for something. So that you can do one of days. I'm not saying it's bad, but don't keep it a daily thing. You need to, one of the AtmaNirbharta, basics is being able to cook a healthy meal for yourself. For yourself. Don't learn cooking just because you can make a meal for others or, for a family or anything like. I'm not saying that. Just for yourself, for your selfish requirements, needs. You need to learn to make a few quick and healthy dishes. It's not below your dignity. It is a need for today. Eat the rainbow. Eat the rainbow means include as many colors as possible in a day. Colored foods. Beetroot. It contains nitrates. It's so good for your health. Some greens. Include lot of colored berries. There are go to the market. Just see the colors on display in a vegetable market. Try help your parents. Try help your mother to go get vegetables. So what happened?
You're audible, Supriya. Continue.
Yeah. So that was the last slide, anyways. So try to incorporate those. So my presentation is visible there.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can continue after Eat the Rainbow again.
Okay. So the presentation somehow is not visible to me. Just a moment.
Yeah. You can remove and try to upload it again.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah. So include a variety of nuts and seeds every day. Nuts include Brazil nuts. So you must have almonds are also good. Soak it overnight and have it. Have sesame seeds. It's so high in calcium. Have flax seeds. Have pumpkin seeds. Have sunflower seeds. Include all these seeds daily. Just roast it and have it as a snack, or just add it in your salads, or add it into the puree, like in the gravy. Somehow add a lot of these nuts. These are all good fats, and it is also high in vitamins and minerals. Include fermented foods to maintain gut health. I told you about the importance of gut health. So how you can improve apart from not eating a lot of junk, you can also include a lot of fermented foods. Fermented foods is like so the kombucha is there. So our very own buttermilk, homemade curd. Insist try making curd at home instead of from the tubs. Like a culture from home is always better than these brands available out there. um, so we have our own kanji, right? Like kanji vada, it is fermented. Then fermented pickles are there. So include a lot of these every day. And then include millets instead of rice and meat in at least one meal every day, either for lunch or for dinner. Instead of a wheat roti, have a jawari roti or a bajra bhakri. Then exercise daily, include strength training at least twice a week. This is very, very important because this is only going to help you gain muscle. As I told you, like you need to increase your muscle strength to be strong. That's what defines how strong you are. Strength training, I'm not saying you need to compulsorily go to a gym. If you can, it is good. But if you can't, then there are so many videos available online. You can buy some resistance bands online, start following the videos, and you can do some basic strength training at home. Or if not those bands, you can use body weight itself. Surya Namaskar is one example of using body weight um, to strengthening some muscles. Include body weight strength training exercises. Those are also available on the net. Make a routine for yourself, workout routine for yourself. Have a healthy and consistent sleep routine. Switch off your phone, your electronic devices half an hour before your designated sleep time. Fix a sleep time and wake up time. Try to follow that routine. The body likes that. That's the way you have to please the body, so that the body shapes itself, to please you. So you need to do that to your body. Be consistent with your sleep routine. Listen to some soothing music. Wind down before your sleep time. Very, very important. Switch off your phone and listen to some soothing music. Maybe have a hot shower before you get into the bed. These are very, very important. This may look like what she's telling about, very, very mundane things, but it is, we are losing all these practices. So you need to start in. Yeah. Yeah, so just a moment. So these are the key takeaways. Note it down, try to incorporate them in your everyday routine, and that's going to help you improve your health in a big way. Thanks for this excellent opportunity to be able to address this audience of young women. Do contact me if you have any doubts, and do follow me on Instagram for some good ideas. Coming to the end of the presentation, we can have a question answer session after this if you have some doubts.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Supriya ma'am, for sharing your wonderful knowledge and experiences with us. I request the audience to please unmute themselves if they have any questions, or they can raise their hands as well.
Yes, Vasundhara ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. My question is, what about salt, ma'am? Sometimes in ancient or in Ayurveda, they listed about that's in the salt. And currently we are using iodine salt. So which type of salt is helpful for our health?
So it is, see, if you are not having any thyroid issues, or if your family has no history of thyroid, generally foods are good sources of iodine themselves. There's no need for an iodized salt as such, um, except if there is a requirement, as I said, if there is a predisposition to iodine uptake deficiency or hypothyroidism in the family. Otherwise, you can have a normal salt. There are also these, the Himalayan rock salt, and so what I would suggest, you can rotate these things. Like this month you got a normal salt, so next month you can have Himalayan salt. So there is no hard and fast rule as this is good or this is bad.
So Priya, can I request you to close
Yeah.
your presentation?
Yeah,
So we can see you on the full screen.
just a moment. Yeah. You can
Yeah,
you can
thanks.
see me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I had a doubt. Ma'am, being a PCOS patient, ma'am, it's very difficult to lose weight.
Hmm.
So, ma'am, what should we do, or what should we follow to get a like visible reduction in weight? Because the normal pattern of losing weight is like not affecting the PCOS patients. So, what
Yeah.
should we add on?
It is a hallmark of PCOS that it is very difficult because there are lots of hormonal changes. Number one. Number two is the main thing. The main underlying reason is insulin resistance. Insulin resistance. So you need to first address the insulin resistance basically. So if you don't want to, there are some doctors who give a course of metformin to address the insulin resistance issue. A small dose of metformin. But if you don't want to go, you want to try other ways before going to the metformin way. Other ways of reducing insulin resistance is number one, weight training. Be very, very consistent with your training. Number two is reducing the amount of sugar you have. The quality of the carbohydrates you're having also, like instead of high GI carbs like rice, go in for millets. Reduce the completely replace that with low GI carbs, oats, quinoa, or millets. And reduce the amount of carbs also. Include a lot of proteins and vegetables and fruits. And number three is you can add a few insulin sensitizers, functional foods in your diet, like the Ceylon cinnamon, the not the cassia cinnamon, the Sri Lankan cinnamon powder. It's an excellent insulin sensitizer. Then you can include some sprouted methi seeds, fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon before a major meal, before your lunch. You can include it, or include it in the salad itself. Mix it with the salad you're having itself. So these are some ways by which you can increase your insulin sensitivity. The major ways, of course, is the diet and your exercise.
So, ma'am, is it necessary to go through a gym training, or we can like simply do some exercises daily and it will be beneficial?
So you have a specific cause, right? You have a condition. So I would suggest doing it properly. The strength training also, doing it properly under the instructions of a trainer would be beneficial for you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah,
I have a question that doctors suggest the females during menstruation to avoid strong products like caffeine products like tea or coffee. So, what we can include in that products that we should avoid during menstruation?
I don't know why, caffeine and, menstruation, they are asking you to avoid caffeine during menstruation. I don't know why. Was there any specific complaint you had for which the doctor said you don't use caffeine that time? Is it, there is period pain, or there is
While taking in
irritation?
large amount, it can cause a pain and a headache also.
No, No, caffeine doesn't cause any ulcer and all. And pain, maybe because they are because anyway the bowel is irritable because of the menstruation. The doctor would have said don't have much caffeine. But if you're just having one coffee, that is not going to make a big difference. That's what I feel.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, that was a wonderful presentation, Supriya. I have two questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, first one is that yes, we are supposed to, soak almonds in the night and then eat it in the morning. Okay.
Mm.
So there is one thing I've always wondered because some people say that you have to remove the peel and then eat the almonds. Okay. But then if I think about it, like we are throwing away the fiber, right? So what is the right way to eat soaked almond? Should we remove the peel or should we not?
No, you can eat it with the peel.
Yeah,
Peel,
that's okay. No?
between
So
the peel and the nut, there are lots of nutrients which you will be losing when you're removing the peel. The reason why they are you're asked to soak it is because there are some anti-nutrients in the peel called the phytates, which it prevents better absorption of the nutrients from the almonds. So yeah, so when you soak it, and remove the water, you are removing the phytates, most of it. So so that's why you're asked to soak it, and you are removing most of the anti-nutrients, and it is good to go. You can have it with the peel.
Okay, fine. Another question is what is the effect of a microwave and on food? We are nowadays cooking, and many a times ladies don't have time, so they cook a large quantity, keep it in the fridge, and then over a period of say 1 or 2 days, they remove the portion, microwave it, reheat it, and then eat it.
So no, I don't think so. It affects. Microwaving as such doesn't affect, but definitely there is a difference in nutrient concentration in a freshly prepared food and what is kept inside. But when you try to balance ordering from outside and having a meal which is prepared at home, this wins any day, even if it is lesser in some nutrients. That is fine. So microwaving is not an issue. Like that's what I feel.
Okay, and many a times I've heard the microwave to cancer. Is it? What is the myth like?
No, it doesn't. No,
it does. Okay, Ria. Thank you so much, Supriya. Any other questions, students, teachers?
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am. Right now you said that we can have soaked almonds with their cover on.
Yeah.
But ma'am, I have read somewhere that causes constipation. Ma'am, is it true?
No. The fiber is in fact going to help you ease the constipation.
Okay, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, this is Janvi Kakade. I wanted to ask, like a few of us girls are going to stay in hostel dormitory and going to have mess food. So what kind of food should we include excluding the mess food for a healthy lifestyle?
So when you have in the mess, make sure you have your dal, or you can have the vegetables. Don't just because you don't like the vegetable, don't resist having it. Have the vegetables just for the goodness sake of it. However it is prepared, or however way it is prepared, you have to include the vegetables anyways. You can, to increase the nutrients, what you can do is you can always buy some cucumber, some carrots from the market and keep it in your room. You can always cut and have them. You can cut and have fruits. You can buy some fruits and have it in your room and cut it and have. You can store nuts and seeds. These are storehouses of powerhouses of nutrients. So this always, these are dry and it also stays. It doesn't go bad. So you can buy and keep them in airtight boxes and keep it in your room. You can keep munching whenever you feel like. These are some things which you can do. If possible, if that canteen, so if you eat eggs is a very easy way of adding protein to your diet. If you eat eggs and eggs are not provided in the canteen, it would be a good idea to have some boiler, or you have ready-made egg boilers, like electric operated egg boilers. You just have to put the egg. There's no water vessel, nothing is required. You just switch it on. You put the eggs in that container, whatever tray, whatever they have given. Just switch it on, and it boils the eggs for you. So you can boil eggs and have, if you have eggs. That's one easy way of including proteins, and it's a good snack too. So you can just add some salt, pepper, and have it like that, and few nuts. So these are ways by which you can navigate the hostel food system and nourish yourself.
I have a suggestion to make, hostel mess food palatable. Okay, and that is to have a good friend circle. So the mess food is more palatable. Me and Supriya, we were hostel mates.
Yeah,
so we used to eat together. So that reminds me of that, and so we could finish off our plate, since we used to have a lot of chit chat also during eating and all.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Supriya?
Those were the times, yes.
Yeah.
And we used to have some interesting pickles too, right? We used to have some interesting pickles too. So, to add some, if you don't like the vegetable, just have a pinch of that pickle along with it, and, have that vegetable.
Yeah. Mayuri Pawar has a question. Okay. Vasundhara, do you have a question? I thought you had a question again.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I have one question, that many weight loss products are available in market right now, like herbal products or other products also. So can we use this product, or that products are helpful for our body or not? Can you give one suggestion?
As I just presented the ways by which you can do healthy weight loss. Those products are not going to burn the fat for you. You have to work out. You have to eat less of the calories and burn more, so that the calorie balance is the other way, and you are able to lose weight. That's how it happens. That's the best way of doing it. Other ways are all, they are just promoting their products. I have nothing to say about them.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I think Madam is already there for the next session. Ravina, we can close this session, and if anybody has any questions, Supriya is always available. Email is there with me, and she has already shared it also, so we can always email it to her.
Yeah, sure.
Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay, so thank you, Supriya man, and thank you, everyone. So moving forward, I would like to share a short poem. So it goes like, उठ जाग द्रौपदी, इस कलयुग में कोई कृष्ण न आएगा बचाने को, दुर्योधन के दरबार में हो रहे हैं चीर हरण रुकवाने को, है खड़े लाखों दुशासन हरण करने को चीर, ये हैवान तो लुट लेते हैं आत्मा ना सिर्फ शरीर, ये तो रावण भी ना बन सके जिसने माता सीता को उनके राम से चुराया था, लेकिन सीता के बिना आज्ञा उसने हाथ तक ना लगाया था, तो बन जाती है निर्भया, हम जला देते हैं तेरी इंसाफ की मोमबत्ती, बेटियों के कपड़ों की आलोचना सब है करते, लेकिन क्या किसी ने अपने बेटे के नजर पर जताई आपत्ति, अब बहुत हो गया अखबारों में रोज एक निर्भया की कहानी, पहचान खुद को बन चंडी काली या फिर झांसी की रानी। धन्यवाद। Now, I would like to request Ms. Medhavi Srivastav to introduce our second guest of honor, Mrs. Mayuri Pawar ma'am.
Good afternoon to all you all. Here I am Nirbhay Kanya, student of third year B Farm. It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Mrs. Mayuri Pawar, Police Sub-Inspector, Maharashtra Intelligence Academy, Pune. She completed BE in Electronic and Telecommunication with distinction from Cummins College of Engineering. She also completed LLB Bachelor's of Law with distinction, Bachelor's of Law with distinction from Pune University, LLM, Masters of Law, Bharati Vidyapeeth University. She got silver medal in LLM. She cracked MPSC exam in 2012 and from last 9 years serving in Maharashtra Police. Now she is Police Sub-Inspector, Maharashtra Intelligence Academy, Pune. She was rewarded by many awards like Best Trainer Award, appreciation by Director General Police of Maharashtra for good work in department. Now I request you, ma'am, please guide us by your words, and we are very excited for your speech. Over to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, dear, for such a warm welcome in the session. Hello, everybody. Now you got a detailed information about me, but now I am just having a little conversation with all of you regarding the safety and everything. Okay, may I allow or request you to please switch on your camera so can I see your faces? Now it's very hard me to see without the faces of all of you. So it is like I'm not getting anything and I'm not even seeing who is in front of me. So sweet. All are looking so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Great. Okay. Now we will continue. Thank you for such warm welcome in the session. Now the time is that I heard that poem was so nice, and that is what is the reason behind that I'm working in the police department and serving in since last 9 to 10 years. Like that only, the great timing will not come. You have to be a brave, you have to be your side, and you have to give your best at your own time when you are at your place. You cannot change the situation, but what can you do? You can alter the situation. That is what is my motto of my life. Though my parents forced me to complete engineering, I did my engineering, but I was not at all interested to complete my engineering, but I did. That is what you are also facing with the same situation. Your parent will force you to do something, but do whatever your mind will say you, whatever you want to do it. So that is why I choose my track. I clear my MPSC examination, then I continued with my studies, because without law, you cannot judge any person in your life, or without the law, having the detailed knowledge of law. So like that only I completed my LLB, then my LLM, and now I am a mother of a small child and as well as a family with a great grandmother-in-law, and my mother-in-law is with me. So such people will help you when you want to be a successful person in your life. So thank you all of you for such welcome. Now I will start my presentation. Before starting my presentation, I let you know that let me answer to my question. Is there is an actual need of woman empowerment and like that?
I think no.
Because
already we empower, but we forgot our power. That's why we need to empower ourselves.
Okay, exactly right, Vasundhara. That is also a great answer. But actually you have got everything what you are deserving at your place? Did you got everything? Forget about yourself. What is about other girls who is living in the village side, who is living apart in the mountain areas? They are having their rights.
No, ma'am, they are deprived of it because they don't know.
Yes. The first reason behind is that the people even don't know the rights because they don't have any knowledge of their rights, and this is what is a failure of our woman empowerment. You can see at now you are at your place, and now you are on the third year. We see you all schoolmates are doing the same thing what you're expecting. They are completed their masters, or they are completing their bachelor degree. No, some are didn't complete their degree. Some are is like a schoolmates are working at their household because they got married earlier as their parent forced to them to do so. So we will start with the independence and pre-independence era. Why woman empowerment is in a catch? Because there is some reason behind that. So we will firstly see the pre-independence history, like why woman society or women are deprived from this right. Is the reason behind that there were some customs, norms and rituals which are followed by our Indian society or Indian culture, which always told that the male dominated society was there and women are made for house, children and only for their life. So this is what is the reason behind that. The pre-independent history also said that there was a child marriage. There was no limitation of age when to marry with to with whom she can marry. She don't have any right to tell about that. So child marriage was there, prohibition of widow marriage. After getting the child marriage, the person with whom she got married, she was not allowed to remarry. So remarriage was also the concern. That sati ritual. Do you have any idea about sati ritual? What was the sati rituals?
Yes, ma'am. When the husband dies, then the widow was burned alive.
Yes, she was born alive. Do you have any knowledge how many years it takes India to abolish this ritual? Do you have any knowledge? You know, my presentation shows you that in 1969, in the recent area after the independence, also Ruth Kumar was a girl, or we can say that a girl only because she is not more than 25 years old. She go under through that Sachi ritual. She died on the funeral of his husband, her husband. So that was a sati rituals which was followed. Still, some people thinks that these are the best solution of their woman's life. So no, this was not. Devdasi was the rituals. Any idea about this? What was the Devdasi rituals? Anybody have any idea about this ritual? Okay, I'll let you know about that. Is Devdasi means what? There were temples in India all over that. If a child girl born in the family and they feels that she is a burden from their side, so they used to donate that girl to the temple and tells them that she is a Devdasi. That is, she is a dasi of the Bhagwan, which is at the temple level. So that is what is the Devdasi ritual. So that is another part when she don't have even right to speak. She have no right to stay with anyone, with not even family members, not even with her friends, with her colleagues, or she have to stay in the temple with that all Devdasis, and there are many things that have to done with this side also. In that contents, there was a Jogwa movie in the Maharashtra which got an national award for the same type of that. So I'll request everyone, if you have a time and if you permit the same thing, just go and see how the difficult life they are feeling, and still now somewhere this rituals is still followed. So that was the reason when, and this is continued since the part of our independence also. So, okay, and the Kumari Jarat Vivaha was there also. That what is the Kumari Jarat Vivaha? Kumari means what? The girl is in a minor age and the person is above the 50 age, have to take marriage with it, that, and then it will continue the rituals, like it is a child marriage. Again, the Kumari Jarat Vivaha, and again that continue with the Sati ritual. So that is what is the engagement of woman into the customs and rituals and norms, such that she will not get any right to survive also. So this is the reason behind that we are expecting the empowerment of girl. Still now, what is the Bal Hatya? Anybody can answer me question? What is the Bal Hatya?
Ma'am, abortion of girl child.
Yes, definitely. That is what is the right answer. I'm expecting that. Abortion of only the girl child. And at that time, there was no technology present. Now the technology is present that you can take a sonography picture and ultrasound of that womb when the lady is pregnant. But at that time, that was not the solution. That was not the technology present. What they did, they used to do the thing that after the birth of that girl child, they try to give her into they put it into the milk can, so that she'll get died, or she'll not have any food, or she'll not get anything what is a requirement for his life. So she'll automatically die with the crying and everything like that. So that was the cruel behavior of the person to die to deal with the girls. So that was a ritual present before and customs present before the pre-independence area. So after that, so many reforms happened due to the social reformers. Prohibition of Sati Marriage Act was there, Widow Remarriage Act was there, and IPC, Indian Penal Code, was contributed by government or by British government. So they have given such reforms to the Indian society to give the knowledge of detail about the provide some rights to women. So this was the right followed by the so this was the act was enactment by the British government, that is Prohibition of Sati. After that, I think so. I wrongly mistake here. I have written the act. It is 1829 only, but I have written 1839. This is my mistake. Widow Remarriage Act was there in 1856. Then Indian Penal Code was established, and then the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act was there in 1929. And lastly, they gave right to education in the Indian society, in the Indian culture, by the Christian reformers came into the India, and they noticed that women are suppressed and they are dominated by the male society. So they gave right to education to the Indian woman. So this is what is the reason behind that, the how our India is getting empowered by the society. So after that, there is also some movement that Indian Independence Act was there. Then Indian Constitution was made. Then Indian government made some acts like a prohibition of immoral trafficking and dowry prohibition act. So we will see this act in a detail. But before that, if anybody have any question regarding that, then we can continue with the same thing. Empowerment for the girl.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So what is mean by now empowerment? We had seen the history that how the women get deprived from their right, and now what we are expecting to do, since after the independence facing the same problem, facing the same thing, the pre-independent era. So what we should suggest for empowerment? What will be the empowerment? Only education is the part of empowerment? No answers. I'm not getting anything, or I'm not even. I'm not audible. I'm not understanding the concept like this. Hello.
Ma'am, there are many more aspects to be empowered except education.
Okay. Do you suggest me anything?
Ma'am, the society also needs to understand what a girl, so what are the rights of the girl, right?
Okay. Now, everyone, let me know what are your aspect of empowerment? What do you think?
Ma'am, I feel apart from like educating women and telling them what their rights are, we should also educate the society, the men and the family, so that they can support their woman or girl or any girl child in their family. So that will be more easy for the women to survive in this cruel world.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you. Then I will continue with, do you have the detailed knowledge of right of woman that I am going to tell you detail about that in the session. What are the legal right available for that is in the form of criminal side only, not on the civil side. So I will let you know about the in the detail of every act what you should have the knowledge of this. This is what is the basic idea uh, we should have about your culture, about your society, about your law, what are available for you. So this is what is the presentation. We'll go ahead with the content of the each and every act. I think so that will be useful for you for as she told that besides that you can also feel the feels that if someone is having same content and she's facing that, and you should go to her place and you should tell that she is in a need and she should have to do these things. So this is what is the my contents to you to tell the law part of the society, that what are law present in the what laws are present in the society. So are you ready with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we will yes, thank you. We will continue. I think so. Someone's camera and that is what is blinking from my side also. Amrita, your camera is visible and you are not getting any. We are not seeing anything also. Okay, the Indian Penal Code. It is said to be that Indian Bharatiya Danda Sanhita, which is made in 1860 in the era of British government. So I am only giving you the major sections of this act because the act is about 512 sections, and the moral the section which are related to your part of view, like which is related to your content. I mean, I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to give the idea about that. I'm not able to teach you because the time limitation is there, and there are so many different acts which are I have to cover. I'm just telling you that what are the aspect we should watch around you when you are in the society and someone is facing the same problem, so you can raise a voice against that person in contents of the girl or in a contents of the woman who it cannot speak in front of the society. So this is what is the content we are going to see, that is section 304 of Indian Penal Code, and the content is like dowry there. What is mean by dowry? Can anybody know? Anybody have any idea about that? What is dowry?
Ma'am, when a girl is marrying to a boy, the boy side asks for some money or something to get from her side.
Okay. And okay, then what is the dowry debt? After fulfillment amount of the expectations of that person, the person tries to kill that girl or tries to kill a woman. So that is called as a dowry death. So dowry death is what? After the marriage or before the marriage, if a tries to girl tries to get something from his family, that is from her maternal family, and she didn't get anything from that, but his husband, his in-laws, her husband and her in-laws beat her or tries to domestically violent her, and then she get to decide her death as something like that. She get a hanging, or she got something like that. She end his life. So that is called as a dowry death. I am telling you in the context of that, if someone is around you is facing the same problem, then try to understand her responsibility, her duty, and her emotions, because she can't speak, she cannot access the police, she cannot go to beyond the limitation of the society, but you can. You can speak in front of him, or you can tell her what are the solution available to her. So this is what is the content to give you the detail of description of this laws. Then second section is what 303, that Indian Penal Code 303, causing a miscarriage. Like that only the people we have discussed, the bal hatya is like that, or the child abortion, child girl abortion was there. Now there are so many acts present in the society, but still without consent of a girl or a woman, a person miscarriage her baby, or causing miscarriage of her a woman's womb, a baby, or that can be a child, is also punishable under section 303 of Indian Penal Code. Then section 326A and 326B it contains to the, that is what is the criminal amendment after the Nirbhaya case in 2012. Do you have any idea about the Nirbhaya case? What was that? Anybody from Delhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I am not from Delhi, but I know what happened in the Nirbhaya case.
Okay. Will you please tell me that?
Okay, ma'am. So, there was a girl. She was traveling with her friend, and she was a medical aspirant. So they both were traveling at night, and they traveled through. They went into a bus, and they were traveling, and there were only men in that bus. They took the bus in some very quiet area, and there they brutally raped her, and as well as they harmed her friend also. So yeah, that was the Nirbhaya case, and it was like in the headlines during that time.
Yes, definitely. That is exactly right what I'm expecting. So at that time also, I don't know how many of people know that there was I'm suggesting you to watch movies, and like that your teacher will ask me why you suggested like that. But still, I can tell you that see and watch and go, that Delhi Crime Netflix series was there also, according to the content of that same Nirbhaya case. The content is like how cruelly a person is behaving with a girl or woman is more important. Like that only there are so many cases registered, in Maharashtra only, or in 2019 or 20, almost 1 lakh cases registered under the section of this, like having raped by person. And this is what is the reality of Indian society. Already there are less girls in the society, and again that they are facing the problems to survive in the society. So this is what what is the reason? If you don't speak, if you keep mum, then the people will they will take you as a granted, and they will think that everything is okay. She is quite okay. वो हिंदी में बोला जाता है वो ना का चुप है तो इसलिए ना का मतलब ही हाँ है समझ लेते हैं लोग. So that is what is the reason. नहीं है तो you should speak and you should tell that person that you are not expecting anything from you. So that is what is the reason why I'm telling you why acts are important. So like that only, if there is a one-side love, then people used to give acid attacks, and there are still are going on now. There are so many regulations on that. So this is reduced, but still the person who get an acid attack feels so many pains, and that pains cannot be reversible. The pains, the situation your face cannot be reversible. Your body part which are harmed by this acid cannot be reversible. So that affect your whole life, your society, your aspect, your everything is against that. So this is what is the reason why Indian Penal Code enacted this provision in the act after the Nirbhaya case, that how cruelly people are behaving with a woman. Besides that, under section 354 of Indian Penal Code, that is outraging the modesty of the woman. The outraging the modesty of woman, if you don't feel safe, that is what is your feeling, that outraging your modesty, you have to define your modesty. If I'm sitting beside a person, he is touching me and I'm not feeling that, your sixth sense is telling you that this is something is wrong, this is something is not good from my side. So that is what is your modesty. If it is outraging by someone, you have to speak, you have to tell someone, you have to come outside and tell people that I am not feeling safe with that person, I'm not feeling safe in the society. So that is what is the section 356 tells us that, 354 tells us, outraging the modesty of the woman. Whenever an accused uses assault and a criminal force against a woman for outraging his modesty, so they come under the section 354 of Indian Penal Code. There are other sections also, stalking is also, hacking is also. So these are also the sections which are needed and which are in need of the so if you feel that you are suffering with that, you should go and tell someone that this is what is I am feeling and this is not good for my side. After that, the section 366 of Indian Penal Act, compelling a woman for a marriage. This is a forcefully marriage. Sometimes it happens that a girl is against the society or against the culture of that person, but still the man forcefully take her and away, abduct her and abduct her or kidnapped her and take her away from the society and tries to marriage with her. So that marriage is not acceptable because the need of consent is there. So compelling woman for a marriage by false statement or by giving her another false information. So that is what comes under section 366 of Indian Penal Code. Then 376 is what is rape. Now, I don't want to explain the definition of the rape, but still, if you feel unsafe, if you feel that someone is coming in front of you and you can't help, then make a noise, whatever you want, whatever you can do, then inner force will definitely oppose the situation if you tries to oppose the situation. If you don't tries to oppose the situation, then situation will definitely come into your mind. So what can you do? You can support the people who is in danger. And if you see girl besides you is having the same problem, she cannot speak due to some pressure, some another technical reason. So you should be a part of her side and you should tell the people that this is wrong, you are not allowed to do that. And there is a criminal amendment, there is a criminal provision for that. So you can be punished through that sections also. So there is a rape mentioned in the Indian Penal Code 1860. And besides that, the section 498A, that is cruelty by husband or relative at the of husband to a girl after the marriage or before the marriage, with the section of that dowry section. If someone tells that I need a money for my development and from your family members, is not a good sign. And someone is asking you for that demand, and the demand cannot be fulfilled by your family members, and the person is using violent nature and beating that girl and beating that woman and tries to forcefully do something. So that is came under the 498 section of Indian Penal Code. Is there any queries in this section? Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am, we can continue.
Thank you. So besides that, Indian Constitution is also given the same rights in Article 40, that is equality before law, equal protection of law. You are equal in front of law, and you have given equal protection as like a man in the society. Then Article 51 says that no discrimination on the ground of race, caste, and sex. That is, if you are female, you are not discriminated by any reason at that any place, or belong of your caste, belong of your race, you are not discriminated. So that is what is given by the Indian Constitution. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution gives you the woman empowerment, that state can make laws or state can make acts according to that. So what can state do? State can make acts for empowerment of women, and will take foot for future decisions for the empowerment of the woman. Article 16 of the Indian Constitution says that equal opportunity for the government employment. So like that only I am in the government service because I have got an equal opportunity, not an equal opportunity. There is only 33% opportunity in the government service. That is 33% reservation is given for the ladies for the government quota. So that is what is the reason. You have opportunity to do so many things, but you denied to do so, then the problem rises. Then the people will come in front of you and speak against you. So try to do the same thing which are expecting from the society or for the society. So besides that, what picture you are watching now? Let me know. What do you think? What is that?
Human trafficking.
Prostitution.
Yes, exactly right. This is a prostitution. The prostitution, what do you think? It is a forcefully or it is a by concern also?
Both
Ma'am,
ways, ma'am.
both.
How can both? Forcefully and how can by with the concern?
Ma'am, sometimes women are forced to do that, and sometimes due to circumstances, the women like by their own will come up with this.
Okay, exactly right. Initially, they are forced to do that, and after that, they came across such circumstances. They are not able to go outside from this situation. So they are using this as their opportunity, and they're making money from that. So it is good for society, or it is a bad for society?
Of course, it is bad.
The reason behind is that why is the reason this is bad? Ravina, will you please tell me that? What do you think? Why it is bad?
Ma'am, because it is actually bad. Making money is another part, but this is not the way or the method one should actually follow. This is absolutely wrong. One should not ever think of it.
Okay.
Ma'am, I feel this is kind of like putting down your self-respect.
Okay.
And so like that is why like women should avoid this kind of path.
Okay.
And stand up for their rights.
Yes, exactly right. Do you know, while we have investigated such cases, that is what is a Prevention of Immoral Trafficking Act, the case registered under this section, and you know that we tries to catch these girls, we tries to came with them into the police station, and we told them that this is not a right path. But the question one girl asked me was the biggest issue which I have ever feel like that. Do you anyone will have this girl at your home place for the work working as a jhaduwala or farshiwala or a person who is doing the household work? Do anyone will accept them as your family members or as their family members like that, they are working in your house. Do everyone will accept these things? Ask your mind, you ask yourself that you will accept them as your worker.
Ma'am, this is the reason why they are doing so, because no one is accepting them. So that's why they are doing so.
Yes,
No
that
one
is
is. Yeah, we both have to change. Like something they have to change and something we have to change.
yes. Majorly, the society has to change. Their society is quite small. But after that, if you don't accept them, then how can society will change? How can they change their perception? She asked me that I am ready to work at your place. Will you able to take me at your place? At that time, I was shocked. I don't have any answer to her question. So that is what is the reason. Our society, even though when I tries to talk with them, they also told me that our family members also do not accept me. Our family members also avoid us. If we want to our place to watch my mother and father, my brother and sisters, even though after the at the time of funeral also they don't allow to touch our parents. So that is what is the big issue. Society must have to change. But so that who forced them into the society? The people are using them as as an object, not as a person. And that is what is the problem. This is what is the problem related to society. So society needs to come in front of that and needs to accept these things. But still, they are having their own life, and which is very bad. If you go to Kamathipura, now there is a movie that Alia Bhatt came into the picture with the Kamathipura, then you will notice that what is the Kamathipura, what is the Budhwar Pet, what is the red light area in the Pune cities they are facing. Their problems are different than what we are expecting. They live in the room of, you just imagine now, 2x2 means what? 2 by 2 feet square is there only, and they have to live in that room without any noise, without anything. It is like the brothel home is the name of that concept, but in the Hindi it is called as Kunthan Khana. Kunthan Khana means what? They are attached in such a small room where they cannot move also. They cannot open their full body to get rejected from that. So that is what is a situation when they are feeling. Then government tries to despise it, but there is no opportunity available in the society for them. So that is what is the reason. If you tries to distract them, then they will again go into the same content. There was the reason behind that. There was a So that is what is the reason behind that. We have to accept, society have to change that mindset. So this is what is the act. So under this act, the act is called as Prevention of Immoral Trafficking Act. The act has punishment for using your home as a brothel home, and a punishment for the punishment for the sex workers also, and the forceful detention of in the brothel home are also the punishment for this act. I'm just telling you that the situation is like not what we are watching. Go into that area. You will. I'm taking as it is a social work that if you go and see this area, you will notice that people are very very in the bad situation. Even though they cannot move their hands, they cannot go outside that, they cannot deem to be and their rights which are needed for their development. There is a human rights also abolited there. So we should take care of that. And you know how these people trapped into this vicious cycle. Anybody have any idea? Who trapped?
Ma'am, someone is sexually abused. If someone is sexually abused and then again from the family they are being ignored, then maybe they are there.
Okay, Besides
Ma'am, I have seen a case where there was a very poor family, and so one lady came up to them and they said that send your daughter to us, we'll put her into some work and then you will earn money. So they happily allow her to go, and then afterwards that girl was put into prostitution.
yes, that is what is the that is what is the one track to do the same thing. Again, same thing happens with the your friend circle also. Like that, a person come into your life. He will told you that and tries to capture her mind and take her from one place to another place, and used to engage in this situation. Like, okay, there is a person. If you having blind faith on anyone, then it will definitely lead to something wrong to the things. While investigation in some such cases in the Pune, I have noticed one thing that is the girls from Arunachal Pradesh, like Nagaland, Manipur, are trapped in the Pune, and the Pune girls are trapped into the south, in the south area, like Karnataka, sorry, in the Kerala Vagera, and the girl from the outside. What I mean to tell that the trafficking is in such a cross combination that our India is diverse. There is a no permanent language. If a girl cannot speak the if a girl from Nagaland and Nagaland having her own language and she came to Pune, even she cannot come outside and ask about the help also. So that is what is a trap, and that trap is very big and the nexus is very big. We are trying to deal with such people, but still it is a very hard task. After investigation of such cases, we also notice that they are also not happy for going their home also. So the reason behind that, society have to change. So that is what is the aspect of the Prevention of Immoral Trafficking Act. I hope you have get the knowledge what I'm expecting to tell you. So be aware of your friends, be aware of your partners, be aware of your person who is in your life. If he thinks fit or he is using you as an object, so be aware of everything, because you can't know the mindset of the person in front of you. So this is what is one of the another aspect of your life. This is what is the Dowry Prohibition Act. What is dowry? I already asked you the question. So the thing which are given during the period of marriage is a dowry. Dowry can be a money, dowry can be an object, dowry can be a thing what are expecting, dowry can be a service. There is no definition of dowry, but still, if a man told a woman to take your brother at my place for driving a car, then that is a service, and this is also a dowry. So you cannot describe the dowry. Money is another part, but still, why India is facing this dowry culture? Anybody have any idea about that? Why there is a dowry in India?
They have accepted it as a custom, so they are not ready to leave that.
Yes. If you ask your parents, I don't want anything in my marriage, they will also not accept that thing. Okay, they will give you something. नहीं बेटा आपकी शादी है, आपके लिए ये देना है, वो देना है, इसलिए हम ये सब कर रहे हैं. So they have accepted this is our part, this is our duty, and we have to do this. So that's what is the reason behind that. Dowry cannot be abolished in Indian society because it is in their blood now. Yes.
Ma'am, in many worst cases, ma'am, they think that women is a burden. So that is why in exchange of that, they ask for money, gifts and all. That we are keeping your daughter with us, so we need something from you.
Yes, definitely the same thing. And even though situation is like that only, but still, what I want to tell you that taking is also punishable. But giving is also punishable under the section of Dowry Prohibition Act. Even people don't know that. And if you force them to do so, and your parents are not going to accept the thing, but for वो लोग ऐसे होते हैं, what they think is like that, हमारे पास कुछ solution नहीं है बेटा, आपकी शादी टिकने जाए, आपकी शादी हो जाए, आपकी सारी चीजें हो जाए, इसीलिए हम लोग कर रहे हैं. But I don't know how that girl is suffering from that pain. She know very well her family condition at the maternal side, but still she cannot accept the things, or she cannot tell them to do so, or she is facing the immense facet of that. So that is what is the reason how dowry is accepted by the Indian society, and it should be abolished by taking a decision. Like I decided not to give, not to take in my marriage. So I even didn't did any rituals of Hindu marriage. I went to the court. I signed a register on the registrant and declared as he is my husband now onward. So this needs to change from your side. If you're telling someone to do so, then you have to be at that place. So initiating these things will go ahead. Now Corona already decided people to restrict your customs and your localities. So like that only you can also take a stance that you tell your parents that I will not accept anything, because your education is already burden from them. Okay, nothing is possible. I also did my engineering, and that engineering was also costing to, at that time when I was doing my engineering in the year of 2007 and 8, that was I was paying the fees of 1 lakh rupees. So that was also a part they are doing for our development, but that is what is they are using us for our development. So we do not accept anything from our parents. I told my parents, I don't want anything from your side. Just be with me forever. That was my expectation. So you can also do the same thing. You can tell your parents now only, though, I don't want to do like that. I just want to go and marry with a person which is suitable for my life, and I will marry in the court. That is, court marriage is my solution. So your parents will also will not have the burden of your marriage. So same thing is dowry is going to be abolished. What is the domestic violence? Now, what is domestic violence? We already have the discussion about 498. Why there is a domestic violence? Is there any reason behind that?
Ma'am, I don't think there is any reason behind domestic violence.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's just their thinking, their mentality, that they want to suppress the women in their family. That is why domestic violence takes place.
Yes, definitely the same thing. That is, male dominance should be there, so that it is shown to everyone that how I'm great and how I'm doing the things. The thing is, when we investigations of such as cases, we notice that the mother-in-law who forced her son's wife, that who beat her. I asked her, why you did.
The reason is patriarchy. The main reason is patriarchy.
Yes, patriarchy is the reason also. And the second is like that I have investigated one case, and I asked her, why you did with her like that? Why you beat her? Why you give the I think so usko na chatka diya tha garam suri se or kuch to bhi aise like that. So I asked that Sasuma, why you did like this? So she was like, I also suffered the same thing. So she should also have the pain what I have suffered when I was at my place. So that is what is one of the reason also, that I suffered, now you suffered. I suffered, now you suffered. So that is the reason behind the domestic violence also. That मेरे साथ भी मेरे सासू माँ ने ऐसा ही किया था. देवी उन्होंने मुझे बहुत मारा था, उन्होंने मुझे कभी मायके नहीं जाने दिया, तो मैं उसको क्यों लाने दूं? मेरी बहू भी मेरे साथ ही घर पे बैठेगी, वो किसी के साथ बाहर नहीं जाएगी. So that is what is a mindset as Rushali already told us. That is what is a mindset. That is what is a concept, and that is the patriarchal hierarchy they want to maintain in the family. And second, what is the mindset of the people, and to maintain that male dominance in the society. So this is the reason behind the domestic violence. So what is the domestic violence? I am just getting you the I'm not telling you the detail of the act and sections like that, but I'm just telling you what are the types of violence. So physical violence, if someone is beating, someone is taking advantages of by using the weapons or by taking physically abused a person, so that is what is a physical violence. Then what is the sexual violence? Without concern of that wife, the person is forcefully being sexual with him, so that is what is the reason of the sexual violence. Or the unnatural sex was there with the concern of the wife is also the sexual violence in the content of this. And thirdly, what like verbal and behavioral violence, how that can be calculated, what will be the verbal violence? क्या हो सकता है वर्बल वायलेंस? किसको वर्बल वायलेंस बोल सकते हैं हम लोग?
Abusing.
Like what?
Always finding something wrong in their doing, like she's doing anything for them only, but still they will find something wrong in her behavior and tell her that you are doing this wrong, you can do this small task only. Means,
Yes.
ma'am, women don't support women is the main problem here.
Yes, definitely. What is why I'm expecting from you side? Woman is not keeping the side of the woman only, and this is what is the reason of domestic violence. If अगर एक बंदे को एक लड़का अपना लड़का अपनी बहू को मार रहा है और अपने लड़के को अगर सास ने बुला रहे तेको ऐसे करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, then it can be stopped. But here woman is against woman only. So that is what is the reason. Verbal violence is like that. Telling her that you are like this only, you do this, you are from low caste family, you are from low background, you didn't give us, you because of you we are feeling so many problems. वो उल्टा उल्टा जो कुछ बोलते हैं ना, उल्टा पुल्टा जो मुझे नहीं अभी याद आ रहा है, वो सारी चीजें उसमें कंक्लूड हो जाती है. So that is what is the reason how verbal violence is there. Now what is the behavioral violence? What do you think? What is the behavioral violence?
Ma'am, ill-treating her.
Never appreciating her for the work she do.
Yes,
Ignorance.
Yes, ignorance is there. Very good. All else?
Treating her like an outcast.
Yes. Like if she is doing something and like that only ki अच्छा कर रही है बंदी, तो भी जाके उसको बोलेंगे नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं करते हैं, उसके साथ बिहेव अच्छा नहीं करेंगे. एक तो उसको कुछ तो भी मारेंगे, कुछ तो भी करेंगे, सबके सामने उसको कुछ तो भी गलत बोलेंगे. एक पर्सन गेस्ट आपके घर में आ गए तो उनके सामने उसको कुछ तो भी उल्टा पुल्टा बोलेंगे. दैट इज व्हाट इज द बिहेवियरल वायलेंस, एंड वी शुड नो द बिहेवियरल वायलेंस ऑल्सो. ये आपको समझ में नहीं आता है. एवरीवन लाइक दैट नहीं, ये सारी चीजें तो होती है, हमारी सासू माँ भी ऐसे ही करती है, उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है. Whenever she tried to speak for that also, the people get idea like this. People will get idea like this. It is a normal process. It is not a big deal. So that is what is the reason behind that. That is not a small process. It is also a big process which hamper her mental health. And mental health is actually more important than whatever we are expecting to live in the society. So this is the reason how the behavioral violence affect. And what is the economical violence? What is economical violence?
Ma'am, not financially
Again, it may
supporting.
be related with dowry, that she don't get any dowry when she married them, or she is not financially independent, she only is a housewife. So man will be dominating her, like she is not the one who is earning, I'm the one who is feeding you, so don't tell me what to do.
Yes.
Something like
Okay. Rushali, you was talking something.
Yeah, ma'am. Lack of financial support. Like even if the women want some financial support, they are prohibited of that from both the sides, from the maternal or paternal side.
One thing I want to explain you that this has happened in the, now you can see the domestic violence cases are increased in the upper caste of society. It is like I'm not telling you about caste, I'm telling you about upper division of the society. Like they are totally rich in all aspect, but they don't behave good with their family members or their their people, their wife, their brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Don't treat her with good behavior. The reason behind is that the people thinks that she'll not speak, she'll not go outside. And the Pune, the domestic violence cases are all people are there, educated, family members were educated, they are working in the government service, still they people abuse the girl or the member who is coming outside from the outside home. वो बंदी घर से अपना घर छोड़ के आती है, और तो भी ऐसे लोग हैं जो पढ़े लिखे हैं, वो खुद एम्प्लॉयमेंट करते हैं, तो भी वो अपने घर में आने वाली बहू रानी को अब्यूज करते हैं. सो देयर इज अ नो रीजन, there is a no dimension for that. When I investigation one case, there was a reason like that. The girl is earning, but they took her all card details, her net banking details, and tell her that it's not allowed to use your money also, while she was earning. But that is what is the economic violence. When she was earning also, but she is not allowed to use her money. So that is the reason there are different types of violence, but we should at least have the knowledge of that. So I'm just telling you that in detailed description what is there. So what is this picture told you?
Child marriage.
Yes. It is good or bad?
Bad.
Why bad?
Very bad.
Very bad. Okay, why?
Ma'am, because at such a young age where the child doesn't know what is good and bad, she has been forced to get married, which is such a big such a big thing, such a big responsibility. So ma'am, it harms their the innocence as well as their whole childhood.
Okay. What do you think why these rituals is introduced in Indian culture? Is there is reason behind this? Yes, there is a major reason behind this.
Ma'am, I think they want to get rid of the girl child as soon as possible.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Besides-
there's also one thing that if like you marry your daughter early, so that she will get more time to adjust in her
Yes.
family.
Yes, that is what is the main motive when that was a child marriage. The child marriage was when the child was in the what we can say, वो पालने में ही उनकी शादी करवा देते थे. So the reason behind that was, actually I'm telling you the positive aspect of. I'm not pro to child marriage. I'm just explaining why there was a rituals and why Indian people are good at their place, but that go into society accept the negative thing firstly and left the positive things back. So that is what is the reason why we are expecting the change in the society. At that time when there was a child marriage, they're expecting that the girl will go early at your place. See, now you all are at about the age of 21. Exactly. Now you have your own family rituals. You know how your family, how your mother and your father prays, how your family members worship in the year, how you have your own society, how you have your own festivals. But if you marry in the different culture, you'll not accept that thing firstly, because it was like no, ye hamare paas nahi hota. That is what is not my culture. So the thing was that when there was child marriage, it was accepted like this, that it will do it in a positive way. That girl will go early at their place and she will study and she will have the rituals of their family, which was expected to her family for forever. So that was the reason behind that. That was not a good aspect of your child marriage, but it went into the negative way. It was a forcefully matters. Then she took the earlier pregnancy that takes the maternal mortality rate. So that was another reason, but the concept was good at that place, but it went with the societal negative aspect. So child marriage is totally bad. You can see the innocence of her face, and she even don't know the reason behind what she is getting festivalized, or what she is getting the reason how she is looking and what she's going to have her family life further. So that was, we are accepting the prohibition of child marriage is exactly right. The child means in this act is like female child below the age of 18, and now the government is expecting age of 20. What do you think? It should be at 20, it should be at 18. Anybody? Government. Sorry, Ramina.
Yes, ma'am, it should be 21. They have extended the, the age, and basically the reasons are too deep.
What was the reason behind that? Do you have any idea about that? It's like government is also expecting equality here, and the second is like girl should also enjoy her right to live freely up to the age of 21. So that is quite good, and it is done by the government. So it is 21 now, and female is already was male was is already of 21 age. The abatement of the marriage is also punishable in this act. If you abate a person to marry your girl before the marriage, before the age of 21 or before the age of 18 or 21, is like the punishable under this act. Or marriage engaging is also punishing. Like that a function is there going by the Child Marriage Act. The party which are involved in the engagement of that function, all are responsible or all are punishable under this act. The people who is organizing the function is also responsible for a child marriage under punishable act. And the organizer, the family member or the organizer, वो जो शादी जुड़वाता है वो भी इसके अंदर punishable है कि आपने शादी जुड़वाई करके. So if girl speaks out or this information leaks you out, then you should try the best thing from your side. प्लीज आपके अगर बाजू आजू में ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है तो जाके बोलो, किसी को भी बोलो, पुलिस को बोलो, किसी को भी जाके बोलो, ताकि आप एक बंदी की लाइफ बचा सकते हो for a certain period. So this is what is related to child marriage. Then do you have any idea about this girl? Who is she?
Ma'am, I think this case is from Pakistan.
No, it's from India only. Anybody have any idea about her?
Yes.
Yes?
She was sexually abused. This is protection of child sexual abuse. So that
Yes. Okay, this was I am not expecting anything from communal rights here. I'm just telling you the information. I just want to share the picture. In the right side of that picture, she looks too beautiful. In the left side of that picture, she looks too ugly. So the reason how children are abused by society, and that is what is okay. So there is one act. This is what the case of Asifa. I'm not against any religions. I'm taking you as a positive way. Please take this photo as a positive way. I'm not expecting anything. She was sexually abused in Kashmir, and the people are in the gang. There were 10 to 11 people raped her, and after that she has left her to die. So she died, and you can see the second picture, that is her after the death picture. She was too beautiful. She had so many bite mark on her face, her body. So you should understand the grievance of this act. Why we need the protection for the children. Why we need the care of the children. So this is what is the prohibition of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012. This is passed by government in the 2012. There are different types of sexual assault mentioned in this in this act. I'm just giving you the information that penetrative sexual assault. If a girl of a child below the age of 18, that can be a girl, that can be a boy. And if he or she is sexually abused with the penetration of object, or with the penetration of penis, or penetration of any part of your body, is punishable under this section, and it is called as penetrative sexual assault. Then aggravated penetrative sexual assault is like the person who is in the protection of that child and did the something, like police officer did the same thing. After that, any armed force officer did the same thing, or anything like teacher did the same. Rickshaw wala bhaiya ne aise kuch kiya hai, so it will be an aggravated form of penetrative sexual assault. And then after that, a sexual assault is like that. When there is only physical touch of her or his private part, so that is what is come under the sexual assault. And aggravated is like same form. If it is a person in the form of that, like person is like officer, medical officer, government servant, anything, any object, school teacher, anything, anyone tries to do the sexual assault, then it can be an aggravated form of sexual assault. And the Sexual Harassment Act, sexual harassment was there only by people stalking by small children, taking the pornographic content of that children and showing him the pornography like that. They come under the sexual harassment. So this is what is the act related to children. I'm just telling you that we don't know the basic concept of this. Like if someone India has, there was a survey by the Child and Women Development of India. It shows us that there was more than 50% child are abused sexually at their school ages. So that is what is the grievance. Sometimes we also had gone through the same situation, and the most of these accused of these cases are the relatives or the friends or the family members who are known to the children, because we don't allow children to go express outside. Okay, so these cases happens with the situation is like the relatives do the same thing. So this is the aggravated form of harassment or offenses. So we should notice these things. If child is having or feeling the thing or having some offense against this section, so you come forward and let us know, because the information is more important. And I'm telling you the reason behind that. When I almost investigated more than 50 cases of this under this section, under this act, and I noticed that parents don't come and tell us that this happened with the child, because they think that they will spoil their relations of forever for their life. So you just take care of this, and this is what is the aggravated form of sexual harassment. So now we will go with JJ Act. Do you have any idea about this? What is JJ Act? What picture you're watching and what do you think about that?
Ma'am, the child is forced to beg.
Yes. Besides that? What do you think? Besides that, what is the content of this video that I wanted to show? Where is she sitting on?
She's sitting on the road, and there's no rehab. They don't have any house, and even there's no one to care.
Yes, and we said that she is a forced parent. She has given a baby to take care. So this is what is the reason how juvenile justice should be there. Juvenile, I know you will have the meaning of this act, like juvenile justice should be there. So the content of juvenile justice is like a child can be at any age, can falsely, can be punished or can be used as a part for a crime partner or like that. At that time, we should understand the law. There is a law for these people. So just go and check the sites and everything regarding that. So her smile says something different, but she is not actually happy for that. Her hand holding a baby, and her age is not to sit on the road, and she should have a right to education as the government already given the thing, but actually this is not happening with that. This act tells us about the Juvenile Justice Act. It is enacted in 2005, but is again amended in 2015. So Child means anyone below the age of 18 is come under the section of this act. There are two types of children. One is from children in need of care and protection. The person who is the children, anyone who is in below the age of 18 need care and protection is like the person is homeless, don't have any parent, his or her parent is incapacitated or no parents are there, victim of any sexual abuses act or any cases, criminal cases is also come under this section. Physically challenged children come under the this type of child. So there are two types of children. If you see that anyone, if the parent, we can watch the videos on the net that parent beating a child in a very inhuman manner. So these are the protection, these children are needing care and protection. Okay, so that is what is the reason why this act is come in front of that. And the second child type is like that children in conflict with law. The child who commits the crime is called as children in conflict of law. So these are also in conflict with law. They even don't know the knowledge of this law and they are forced to do the such things. So this is what is our law status about that. So up to this, I have come to the knowledge, let you know the only the idea of the law, idea of the laws present in the Indian culture or Indian country. How there are different types of law for the girls. Do you have any question you want to ask me? Anything you can ask me now. What you are expecting from this? Now, this is what is our law says. Besides that, what you feel, what should be there in the Indian society?
Ma'am, actually, I have something to add upon. We discussed about the dowry system. So, Rajasthan is well famous for, dowry system and all. But a custom which has been followed, I think 5 or 7 years back, they have, it's a community, means even I belong to that community. So, there's some, the priest or the Guru Maharaj. Okay, so they have, they have their sayings, or they have told the entire community to follow ki, you will not give more than 11,000. So it is restricted to give only 11,000 for the dowry system if you want to perform. And if you give anything more than that, then you will be you will be punished by them. So that is the thing which is
that is initiative is quite good, but it should be followed everywhere. I know Rajasthan is the most vulnerable for that, for the dowry and the child marriage, but still same situation happens in Maharashtra also. Many people have the acceptance of dowry and they are like, they do this so because they think that is a pride for their life also. So there is a very content. I'm very good to hear that. That is what is a good decision what your Guru Maharaj is telling and giving to that. That will create, that will lower the burden of parents having the girl child in their family. Okay, good. Rather than anyone want to tell anything like this? There is one last slide to all of you that I'm also a girl, I'm also a woman, I am also a mother. Besides that, what you should have to do. So how to tackle this is like, speak for self as well as others. You have something in your hand. Your parents gave you something. Your parents gave you education. Your parents gave you a voice. So for that, speak for yourself as well as for others, so that other can give the detail and the conditions which are followed by them. So speak for others also. So this is what is the reason how you are expecting the people for doing the thing. So second is like that, what we are expecting to do is like be aware. Now the be aware means what? You should aware about the society. We should aware about the people around you. You should have the knowledge of your person. You should have the so this is what is the reason behind that you should aware of the situation. You should have the knowledge of cybercrime. You should have the knowledge of law for you. You should aware of your rights. You should have your civil rights. You should have known about your criminal rights. So that should be awareness in your society. You should aware of that. Then and then only you can speak for others and you can have the conversation for others. Like that, you are using your WhatsApp, you are using your mobiles on your daily mode. You know that you took the image of anyone in the society while taking a snapshot, while taking a screenshot. So that is not a big deal. So if you want to if you person can use anything from your image, okay. So while accepting the friend request, while accepting the concern of anything, like you are using that Tinder and all these things. So these are the I can say that these are the very hard applications. So don't give your informations like that. Another one thing, while accepting the any application, you should have the knowledge that when you accept the any applications data, it access your everything, location, your data, your cameras, your photos, which can be used by anyone in the wrong content. So let do something which is which should, you know, that security should be there. You are taking some photos of your with your XYZ friend, your boyfriend, or and he's misabusing you. He is telling you that you are doing something wrong, something is bad, or something is like that. So please protect yourself. Don't expose that much that can harm your family. Now I have a one case when in which I'm investigating. Here she is married. She have his ex-boyfriend in her life, and now his ex come into his marriage life and disturbing herself. So you cannot do these things. He's taking some photos that when they were in relationship, and they showing them to her husband that see how she was close to me, see how she did something with me. So don't do this. Don't expose your thing. Don't make evidence of that things so that it can affect your life forever. So please be aware of your side person, be aware of your mobile, be aware of your application, what you are going to do through that. So this is what is the reason I'm telling you what to do. So be aware. Second is what? Be brave and be bold. If someone is telling you, someone is threatening you, so don't be threatened by someone. Be bold, be brave, and comfort and let us know what is the situation and how to tackle with this. Fourthly is like be confident. Confidence is a more important to succeed in your life. So confidence is like that. Do whatever you want, make them thing happen with your confidence life. So confident, make a something like that can be ambitious, and whatever you do that can be a given to a society, and you are a part of society and you have to give something to society. So be confident. And fifth is like start from yourself first. Don't expect anyone will come and serve you. Don't accept anyone will come and help you. Start from your side. Start for you. Start from your way. Start doing now. This is the time. And what even didn't see the name of that girl who gave the good poem. At that time only she told, you have to be at your flat. किसी के लिए आने की जरूरत नहीं है. You should be like that. उसके लिए कृष्ण आया था, हमारे लिए कोई कृष्ण बना ही नहीं तो आएगा कैसे, हम ऐसे भी सोच सकते हैं. So like that only, you have to be at for yourself. Start doing from today. Start physically fit for yourself. Start mentally fit from yourself. So that fitness affects your things. And sixthly, don't beg for anything. Earn by self. If you want respect, then don't beg. Earn it. If you want happiness, so don't beg it, earn it. If you want life fulfillment, so don't beg for anyone, earn it. So there is the difference between begging and earning. And if you want to contribute to your person, your life, that if your family members, so be a proud moment for them. I yesterday completed my 9 years of service. This is my 10 year. I have a photo of my father. I am sitting in my bedroom now, so I can't show you. So that photo portrait says that when I passed my passing out parade, that is like that is a 1 year training, whole hard rigorous training what we have gone through, and after that my papa hugged me, and that was a photo in the all newspaper for the front page. That is what is the proud moment. Feel your parents to be proud, not by the others, because life cannot change the situation. You have to change according to the situations. So thank you all of you. If any queries, please let me know, and I'll answer from my side. Hope so you enjoyed my session, and let me know any questions regarding anything.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time from your so very busy schedule. You have, given us a lot of insights, and that is going to help us a lot. Yes. So, a request to the audience: if they have any questions, they can raise their hands or they can unmute themselves.
Hello, madam. This is Dr. Ranapise. Yeah, it was a fantastic talk and fantastic awareness for all our students. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay. One thing I always, or me and my colleagues who always arrange these kind of programs for our girl students, I think we have to make the boys also aware as much. And I think that starts from home itself, isn't it? So all these problems will be decreased if we make our boys also aware what their rights are, what are the do's and the don'ts, isn't it, ma'am?
Yes, I truly accept the things. So this is what is our nurture, our culture, our time to task your children or our brothers to tell them that we are not an object. We are also a human being, and we have to change their mindset at our home level only. And if you start working on this level, then and then only it will go upward. And we can't expect that societal change from outside. It should be from your family.
Right. And so I was thinking whether we can have such a session for the boys only.
Definitely, we will have.
Yeah. Yes. I would talk to our student development officer, and I think we should have for the boys and to make them aware about the do's and don'ts. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks so much. Please, and come forward. Don't shy. There is only the two situation like this. If you don't understand my session, then you'll not have any question. And if you understand the full session, then you also have the no question. So in which situation you are now?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I have one question. At college level, what can we do to spread awareness or such kind of things if we want to bring a change in the society? At college level, what can we do?
Yes, you can make a groups like that, and you can visit so many things like that. You can visit the Mahila Ashram, you can get a read of the solution, you can get the problems of that girls. And technically, or now you are a medical background student, so you should know the technical medical aspect of the girls also. So you can make a group, you can go into the society, you can search the people, you can have the interaction with these people. So that can helpful for them to tackle the situation. Or else
Okay, ma'am.
what
Thank you.
you can, or else what you can do, you can make a application, or you can make a program, or you can make a street play and go and aware people on the roadside also. So there are 2 3 institute which are connected with me, and rather I'm connected with that NGOs. They used to take the students from the college which are volunteer for their side, and they come and teach society how to tackle with these situations also. So awareness can be from your side, or you can come in front and you can even visit to police stations, so that how these people are feeling, what are the situations. And besides that, firstly, search all over your campus if someone is having same problem that we have discussed, and you can speak for them also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sure. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Here's some important announcement. All the audience, there's a link in the chat box for the feedback form, so they can fill up the feedback form.
Okay. Shall I give my number so that you can call me anytime? Free to talk. My number is
Yes.
visible to all of you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all of you for a great patience to hearing me for 1.5 years. So it's nice and great interaction section with all of you. Thank you for engaging with my activities and giving me a time. Whenever you have a time, and if you want any help, any need, you may call me. I'm always there for you. And hesitate to call me student. I'm just studying also with, but and I'm very very thankful all of you. We'll see you in the college whenever you have a time, and we will meet together according to that. So we'll have a one-to-one session like this only. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we have reached towards the end of the session. So last but never the least, I now request Ms. Nupur Gargate to deliver vote of thanks for the session.
I, Nupur Gargate, a student of third year, feel delighted to extend a hearty vote of thanks to everyone present here. Supriya ma'am, Mayuri ma'am, thank you so much for enlightening us with your words. We have surely learnt a lot from you. I would like to thank Professor M.N. Navle, Founder President, Dr. Ms. Sunanda Navle, Founder Secretary, Rohit Navle, Vice President, Sinhgad Institutes, and Rachna Navle Ashtekar, Vice President Admin, Sinhgad Institutes. I would also like to thank our Principal Sir, Dr. R.B. Patil Sir, and all other teachers for constantly supporting us. A heartfelt thanks to our activity coordinator, Sonali Raut ma'am, for organizing such a knowledgeable session. And last but not the least, thank you, my dear friends, for participating in this session enthusiastically. With ma'am's permission, I would like to conclude today's session.
Just 1 minute. I want to announce all of you switch on your cameras for a group photo. Okay, thank you. मॅम एंड करूया.